Hello, my loves, and welcome to the Balanced CEO podcast. I am sitting here having a glass of red wine, and I just wanted to come on and speak about a few things around this time of year. And anybody that knows me or has followed me for a while, you know that I'm not a big drinker. I think the last time I had a drink was maybe a couple of months ago, and I'm very, very cautious with picking and choosing when I drink alcohol. It's Christmas Eve today, and I have just had the biggest 7 days in my business for the Wellness Haven. That's not why I'm having a drink. My dad came over earlier, and we don't often get a chance to just sit down and connect. And sometimes I feel like I have to make excuses for why I have a drink. And lately I've just been like, why do I even need to explain myself? And this is kind of what this podcast is about, is this time of year and what it brings up for us in terms of I was sitting in traffic today, right, for a very, very long time. There was an accident on Onarahi, and I was one of the first that was there, and the guy was fine. I believe he was fine. And I was just sitting there, and I was so fucking happy. And there was so many people around me that I could see were very tense, looking, what's going on, reversing, turning around. And I was just in this fucking bubble of just I couldn't care less. I had to shift an appointment because I had someone booked into the Wellness Haven, and that was completely fine. Funny enough, he was actually in the same traffic as well. And I was just sitting there reflecting on a couple of years ago was my first year single, and it was the first time that I was sober, and I was living in a rental at that stage, which was this beautiful Airbnb by the beach. And it was actually next door to my house, which is crazy. That's a whole nother story. And I was not in a good place at all. I think it was 2 days before Christmas. That was the first time in probably 8 months, I believe, maybe even longer, that I touched drugs. So I'm not completely drug free, just full disclaimer there. I maybe do it once or twice a year. And I was fucked. Christmas Eve, I was absolutely fucked. I was so shitty. I had to move out of my little rental because they had a booking, and that was the deal when they extended my lease. And after the year that I've had, it has been a lot. All I've done pretty much this year is build so much, build businesses, renovate, all these things. But not just that. We've had cancer in our immediate family, very, very serious cancer, he had a brain tumor, and he's fought it, thank God. It's not my place to say or talk about it, but it has just made me realize, sorry, I'm getting to the point. It has just made me realize how fucking important it is to just stop taking shit so seriously. I have bought pretty much no body presents this year. Why am I holding Willow's crayon? Pretty much no Christmas presents. I've bought Willow maybe 5 things, very small things, and I've bought one present for my whole family. I bought us a photo shoot, and it's I just see so often that people stress themselves out to the fucking bone about finances, food, family, all of these things that come up around this time of year. Why? Why do we stress ourselves out to the point where the experience that is meant to be about being around family and loved ones and, enjoying the special time together, why do we get so fucking stressed out the week before that day is meant to happen? Why do we financially fuck ourselves before that day is meant to happen? I just, it's got to stop, because nobody in your family is going to want you to, use all of your finances to buy a few gifts at Christmas. Nobody wants you to be under financial stress. Nobody wants you to be under stress that, you're going to bring the perfect or not going to bring the perfect thing to Christmas. Go and buy a fucking cook chook. honestly, there is just so much more to life than the amount of intense stress that I've seen over the past week. And I want you to really focus around this time. Like, it can be a really tough time for people to be around family. We all have really fucking spicy stuff that goes on in families. Some are more fortunate than others that just have, really beautiful families and they all connect and they all get along but that's quite rare. You don't often get that. Nobody's family is perfect. You are around, a whole bunch of different energies, and I want you to really focus on just letting them be. Like, don't take shit so personally. If somebody, says something to you over this time, Christmas, New Year's, these holidays, something about, I don't know, maybe you don't want to get married. Maybe you don't want to have children. Maybe you are someone like me and you're an entrepreneur and a content creator and they don't understand your views. Like, fucking let them. Don't take shit offensively. Like, don't let people project what they are going through or what their beliefs and their thoughts are on to you. I see this a lot. Like, people get caught up in the whole thinking about what other people think of them, or one person says one thing and then you just overanalyze. Like, everybody has their own shit going on. They have enough going on in their own heads to be worrying about what you're wearing, what you said, what you've done, if you're drinking, if you've eaten too much. Stop giving a fuck and stop responding. No response is a response. Smile, be in silence, change the subject, stop worrying about these things that people say and letting them blow up into this thing that it's not. And I also want you to know that it is okay not to love this time. This time for me has not always been great. This is probably the first time ever that I have felt really good in myself around this time. I don't have my mum. My family's not perfect. I'm spending Christmas Eve on my own. I'm spending Christmas morning on my own. My girl's at her dad's. That once would have fucking spiraled me. And honestly, only a month ago was I oh my God, how am I going to cope? Not waking up with Willow on Christmas Day. How am I going to cope? Being on my own on Christmas Eve. I've never had that before. And it's come to this day. And I honestly, I fucking haven't been happier, ever. I'm so happy. And this is not the wine talking. This was, all day. I've just been so happy. I've been so productive. I've, gotten out. I've been talking to people today. I've been meeting people and having amazing conversations and being kind to people around me and not worrying about the stresses of what this time brings. And it has been so fucking refreshing, because going through, something like we have in our family this year just makes you realize none of it matters. Honestly, the stresses that you're feeling right now, if it's not going to matter in 5 years, why are you spending more than 5 minutes worrying about it? Or just don't spend more than 5 minutes worrying about it, because you're so much better than that. We've got to learn that nobody really fucking cares. We've got to understand that not everybody is going to understand our vision in life. For me to explain what I do to people, if you didn't know me and I explain what I do, take the wellness haven out of it and, you just explain that I'm a breathwork facilitator or whatever, most people would be like, well, how's that a career? How do you make money? What? You make people breathe? People just aren't going to fucking understand that. Some people ask me sometimes, what is breathwork? And I explain it to them and they're like, what? They've just got no idea. So don't take things so personally, because they're not living your life. They don't have the same views as you. You are the only person that knows what is right for you, that has your vision, that has your goals, that knows what your life is going to look like. Other people don't need to understand that. They don't need to understand why you don't want to have kids. They don't need to understand why you don't want to get married. That Just let them not understand and don't get offended when they don't. So I just really want to be your permission slip over this next little while, over these next few weeks, over the holidays. This is your permission slip to stop giving a fuck and just letting people be them. Like, the minute that something happens where, I don't know, maybe you're not invited to something or someone says something or you get offended, like, just think of me saying the words, let them. Like Mel Robbins says, just let them. Let them. The let them theory. Like, you can't control what other people do. You can't control what other people say, but you can control your response. You can control how you take it on board. You can control, the energy in your body. You can control how you move past it. You can go outside. You can go for a walk. You can do some breath work. You can, go and do a visualization, lock yourself in a bathroom, like fucking take your pick. And also just allowing yourself over this time to just be. Like, no rigid plans. Don't worry about your workout routine. Like, go get outside, go for some hikes, eat the fucking food, don't count your calories. Like, just go and be, go and live, go and be in the moment, go and enjoy, because in a second these holidays are going to be over and you're going to wish that you were more present. Get off your phone. Like, that's a big thing for me coming up, is like, I've just spent the last 2 days doing 10-hour days, filming, creating and scheduling content so that I can fucking have a break. Like, yeah, I run a physical business, so yes, I'm still working, but that's not really work. Like, I get to have an actual break with my friends and go and spend time at the beach. And like any small business owner knows how hard that is to like turn those parts of you off. But I'm just giving you permission to just go and fucking be and live, and don't judge yourself and don't judge other people, and just let them. Protect your energy and have lots of fun. I'm going to wrap it up there because I need to go and wrap some presents for my daughter. This is going to come out on the Monday after Christmas. So I hope you all had such an incredible Christmas, Boxing Day weekend. Hopefully the sun comes out for us all. I love you guys. Please take care of yourself, be kind to yourself, and just let go and have a bit of fun. All right, I'll see you in the next step.